I've always been private. I like my routines, my small circle of friends, my quiet apartment. That's why I didn't think much about my neighbor at first. He was older, maybe in his 60s, polite but oddly observant. Always seemed to know what I was doing without asking. I told myself it was just coincidence. He had lived there for decades. It started subtly. I'd step out to take out the trash, and he'd be in the hall, smiling. Late night, he'd ask. Nothing alarming. Just casual. Then one night, I sang an old song while cooking. Minutes later, a knock at the door. He was standing there. He didn't mention the song. He just smiled and left. The timing impossible. I hadn't told anyone I would cook that night. Weeks later, the pattern became undeniable. I'd mention plans on the phone, and he'd appear shortly after. Lobby, parking lot. Always as if he had known my movements. My friends joked I had a shadow. I laughed, but I wasn't joking. One night, I returned from work at 11:30 p.m. The hall lights were out. The elevator stopped on my floor, doors sliding open. He was inside. I froze. "You've been busy tonight," he said. I didn't answer. My apartment door was 2 doors down, but he didn't move. Just stood there, watching. I changed routines, entrances, waited in my car. It didn't matter. He always knew. Not threatening, just present. Too aware. Too precise. One evening, I found a note slipped under my door. "You're careful, but not careful enough." I called the police. They found nothing. I moved as soon as I could. I didn't tell anyone the full story. Years later, I drove past the building. Lights flickered. For a moment, I swore I saw him standing at the stairwell, watching, smiling as if he never stopped knowing.